Hey everyone, welcome back to more Pokemon Conquest Ultimate. In the last episode, we managed to take Aurora, Violite, and Pugilist. We gathered up a decent bit of Warlords now, and we've done our first attack on Nobunaga with taking Pugilist. Nobunaga has started to fight back now. Luckily enough, he did not go over after Yoshimoto, who is the last real remaining threat, or last real remaining army we could, take. As we're probably not getting to Mitsuhide for, well, a very long time. Honestly, by the time we get to Mitsuhide, I feel like he's probably going to lose eventually to Nobunaga. But for now, I'm going to start off by hopefully taking over Corsalia before Nobunaga has a chance to do that. We'll bringing this squad with us. This isn't going to be that tough, that difficult of a battle, I think. But I don't think we'll need Motochika for the battle against Nobunaga. His water type isn't really going to help that much. Whereas here it could have some use. I'm gonna just move these guys forward. Charizard really isn't that strong, but you never know. Throw one of these Pokemaris on them, do a decent chunk of damage to them straight away, softening them up for Empoleon and Armarouge to go after. Alright, a little bit of an unfortunate circumstances, but Reshiram is pretty bulky. They don't reach yet, which is good. Okay, I didn't expect to go over there, which is a little annoying. Start off by taking care of you, I was gonna say, but I guess not. Do even more damage to you. Sludge Bomb does the job, I think, yeah. I mean, this one's not gonna be very difficult, I believe. Yoshimoto already wasn't that strong, which is... I was kind of surprised Nobunaga didn't plan an attack on Yoshimoto. But, not the end of the world. Alright, Charizard didn't last long, but Charizard was also, like, really weak. Scizor just kind of wants to be a little bit of a nuisance. Alright, that's also annoying. Alright, this is the main thing. If we can just take care of Heracross. Yes, they should get us Yoshimoto, who's got Buzzwole, and we haven't tried Buzzwole out yet, but I am pretty interested in that. Alright, it's just Santa Scorch left. Alright, victory. Reshiram did have to take a lot of abuse, but we win. We recruit all of them, that's fine. But yeah, we got Buzzwole, who uses Leech Life. Get Ludicolo. We get an Ice type with Frost Mob, that could be very useful. Not that Frost Mob is probably the weakest of the Ice types, let's be real, but still. Ice type will be really important. Alright, next up it is taking care of Torreira, which will be done by this army. Yeah, I think starting off a bit more like centrally like this is not a bad idea, just to kind of look where the opponents decide to go. Alright. Kind of didn't really bring much for taking care of Roserade, but we destroyed a tree. Hey! Yeah, I think we wait one more turn. The AI will start, I think, going up the elevators, which I think turn 1 will just push them off. Alright, decent bait, I guess. And Partis uses the lift. Oh, that's bad. Alright, no effect. Alright, I mean, this is just gonna... I mean, we're just gonna be throwing everyone forward with this one, I guess. Decent, decent, decent. Two down. Three down. Four down. Yeah, it's pretty devastating for them. Katana, why don't you just go after that tower at this point? Alright. Missed too, that's horrible for him. You're probably going up the elevator, you're gonna at least try to do that. No, you're gonna do that, alright. Alright, not that much damage. I think we completely wiped them out in this turn. Alright, now just grab the banners and win. I mean, we pretty much destroyed them. Hopefully we get a turn. Like I said, hopefully get one turn to get up the elevators. Yes, we do, and we win in, I think, for 4 turns? Wiping their army out in 3, so it's a very, very dominant win. Alright, push them back. Alright, with no one there and there. And our extra guys, they can go and train. Let's see if Nobunaga decides to do anything. He does not. And now we start going even further. Nobunaga's still more busy with going after Mitsuhide, who has started to build up a pretty strong army. But he constantly has to, you know, delegate 3 whole armies to keep that safe. He technically has to delegate like 3 armies here as well. So I think we go after Avia, right? Or I mean after Illusia and then after Avia maybe. That's a strong central point to take. Let's see, if we look at this, what do we want to do? Or who do we want to send out to that? So let's send those out to Chrysalia. So let's quickly get these to Greenleaf just to like plan out our next attack. So we want over here probably a water type. Over here we don't really need a water type that desperately. Or we go after this one, which like it's a choice too, but I mean, we could go for Illusio. We want to probably put ourselves in a spot where we have to defend only 3 spaces. At least for now, I'm going to go after Illusio first. For which I want some kind of water type. I think we'll bring Swampert. And looking at these spawns, they don't have that many dragons. I think we'll give a shot to Frostmoth and Buzzwole. Alright, next up, like a fighting type, like the Infernape would not be too bad over there, but Infernape would be pretty good like most spots, but I think I'll bring Infernape over there. Next up, I think maybe a fire type could be decent. Let's bring Armor Rouge. And let's top that off with maybe stop that off with Meloetta. That's a strong army. Alright, Yoshimoto. Time to go into your first battle. You should be much stronger than them, yeah. So it'll be our first time using Buzzwole, really. Blue puts us over there, but like I'm kind of just fine using this one. Orange, probably not the choice. Get you two over there. See if they even go into the portal, because that's also not always guaranteed. Alright, well you don't, and you also don't. A dragon stays back. Noivern comes in, that's kind of bad. Volcarona's in a very vulnerable spot though, so he should take care of Volcarona. I mean, you're 4 times weak to Noivern, so I don't like that. When Noivern goes away, that is good news for us. Alright, let's go after them. Oh, that's so unfortunate. Alright, that's at least not bad. Alright, Pyro's gone. Yeah, so much for Frostmoth. That's a shame. The remaining two are gonna, however, just kind of stick with staying there. The blue portal is over there, don't really need to go there. Aye. Hopefully the bridge comes back. He's not going to be able to hold out for 17 turns. Yeah, that's rough, unfortunately. Good. Eight damage. Damn. Good job, Meloetta. Just High Dragon. One v 5. Boom. Alright, now we just have to get that the next turn and we win. Red Armor Rouge, pick up the Super Potion, why not? End turn. Pretty good battle again. Buzzwole, why don't you do the final deeds? Alright, Dale, retreat. I think at this point we're the biggest, actually. Who is even in Illusion? Probably Kenshin, right? Oh no, it's that guy. You barely see them in these type of runs. Like barely. Like Motochika is still here. Who, I mean, Tornadoes is good, but like we might go for like Aya if we see Aya, but that's about it. All right. Now to make a team that probably takes down either Yaksha or Crackspur. Honestly, we've got a like Yaksha's not very well defended at the moment, I'd say. We'd want water types. If we bring Motochika over there. Alright, but what we've got left, we need to make sure we at least keep a hold of a somewhat semblance of a decent squad. We'll bring Ludicolo as our final one. Let's destroy Yaksha too. Although now I feel like our squad might be a bit lopsided. Our third army is going to be pretty weak. So Torreira might be vulnerable next month. But hopefully he just kind of, you know, keeps busy with Mitsuhide instead. I will say, if there is one map that can sometimes go horribly wrong, it is Yaksha. We didn't really need to use Lycanroc here all that much. But, well, I mean, I guess he's here. Gyarados can probably do a lot of the heavy lifting on his own anyways, but still. Let's centralize everyone a bit more. What are you gonna do? Go all the way up here and target the one guy you literally cannot damage. Our Katana is a good defending piece here. Alright, unfortunate miss, but not unrectifiable. Alright, that's a bit unfortunate. So much for Ludicolo. Five v 5 again. Yeah, that's not a kill at least. Alright, just stack them up to die, I'd say. Cartana's a good defense piece there. Roulette, I don't like that. Okay, Roserade being gone is like on the least of our worries. This allows us to essentially just devastate the opponent, although it does get a super potion to that. Okay, well, it's only Rose Raid left. Like, we've got this in the bag, but let's see if he just... Okay, he goes over there. Which is a little annoying, but, like... Alright, chop him up a bit. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay, boom. Bada bing, bada boom. We do that. Yeah, Garrett is at the 37. We might start flying too close to the sun. They've lost their first Pokemon with Gliscor. Alright, he's got 6 more armies left. So we've done a good job at cutting them down to size. But now it's the question of defending Terrera, or at least not leaving it too vulnerable. Alright, I mean, this is still like 830. That's still like not bad. And like, who's over here? The RCs. I mean, we could have sent out Hideyoshi there, or over here to take care of no, probably Combat's probably gonna be pretty difficult to get from that, but like Muneshige would have been an option. Just delegate these guys to train, I guess. Same goes for you guys. And that should be everyone. Let's see what happens. Alright, no one bothers to train, or no one bothers to go after anyone. So yeah, Nobunaga has still decided to keep staying over there, but most of his army is about 600 in strength. So like, with a good push, we might be able to just, you know, take care of all 3 of these things. And that would leave us in a spot where we'd only have to defend Avia and Viperia. That would be really good. But yeah, that is something for next episode. So if y'all enjoyed this episode, please leave a like, a comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye!